All right. So let's say we wanted an IT manager position. Manager position. Um, so the way you would find out what kinds of experience you need, what I would do is a couple things. Like you could look at different jobs for IT managers. You got IT asset managers, you got IT program managers, all kinds of jobs. So you can look through each one of the jobs and it's going to tell you the duties and responsibilities they're going to expect you to have. This will give you an idea of what kinds of skills and experience they expect you to have. They're looking for, they're going to tell you what degrees they want, what they're willing to take if you don't have a degree, because sometimes they'll like, okay, we want you to have either a degree or 3 years of experience or something like that. It'll tell you the tools they use, all kinds of stuff. So that's one way you can figure out what kinds of skills and program, if there's programming involved or if there's tools that you need to know. Another thing you can do is go to actual people who are IT managers. And you can do, by the way, you can do this with SOC analyst, right? You can look at the people and look at what kinds of skills they have, what kind of tools they use. And some people will actually share their resume out and their experience. So you can actually go through line by line. My man doesn't have it here, but a lot of people do, like myself included. You can look at my skill set and you can show, it'll tell you exactly what tools I've used and all kinds of stuff. So that's a great way to dig deeper, whether you're a SOC analyst or IT manager or whatever. It's going to tell you, you can gather more information, do some intel yourself, some open source intel yourself on these different positions. That'll tell you everything you need to know to level up your skills and what direction to go. And then Callie says, but CISSP, you need to be in the field. Yeah, CISSP. So they mentioned, they said, hey, you know, what kinds of certifications do you need to have? And I mentioned CISSP. I mean, it is the best. It is the best one. I mean, I'm just telling you the truth. But the thing is, there's a catch to it. The CISSP is pretty difficult to do it because you have to already be in this field. You have to have 5 years of experience. Somebody has to endorse you. I mean, it's pretty hardcore. I'm just, you know, the truth is, it is the best one to get. It's one of the best ones. Not the best, but no, it is the best. You know, I'm not even gonna lie to you or sugarcoat it. But if you're coming in cold, then probably Security Plus, right? If you're coming from another field or something like that, Security Plus is a great starting point for you. Let me see. Stealthy Cipher says Python is something I've been messing around with, and am I good? No. Is it fun? Yes. It is good to know. Hell yes. Oh man, yeah. I'm excited to learn it. I'm kind of in the middle of some stuff in my journey right now. I just went through AWS, their first certification for cloud, and then I went through Azure 900. Because what's crazy in my journey is that I just realized I was watching my man Professor Black Ops, and he was breaking down like, okay, here's how you do it. Like he started off with AWS CCP, certified cloud practitioner, and I took that. I studied, started, you know, doing some of the projects or something. You don't really have to do projects in AWS CCP because it's super simple. It's just basically, it's a list of things, services that they have. So I was going through all the services and learning it. And as I'm learning it, I'm like, we don't really use a lot of this in our environment. I'm like, damn. And I started realizing Azure 900, which is Microsoft's implementation of cloud, is what we're really in the current job I'm doing now. They use a lot of it. So a lot of the services that they're talking about We use some of the AWS stuff, and it's actually the terminologies and stuff is actually very useful. But AZ900, like just the list of all the services, we're using it. I'm like, damn, this is what I should be doing because I'm using some of these tools. I'm actually doing this stuff. So I'll be able to put that on my resume and then explain how I'm using it, how it's integrated into our environment and stuff. So I switched. I was like, okay, I passed it, AWS, CCP, and then I went to Azure 900, and I'm going through it, and I'm just looking at the paths forward because they have a whole tree of different things you can do in these certifications, and I'm like, damn, I really want to do AI. I want to learn as much as possible with AI because it's really cool to learn. And the more I dig into AI, the more important I'm seeing Python is. I'm like, damn, it's blowing my mind how important it is. So yeah, so now I'm thinking the next thing I'm gonna do is gonna be I'm gonna do AI 900, which is Microsoft's entry level AI, just to get knowledge on the terminology, and then I'm gonna go deeper into Python, and then I'm gonna go from there. That's my plan anyway. So Python is definitely the direction I'm gonna go.